chill motorcycle cam, the best of something. How about just 80s? 80s. You're not home, you're mine, you're not your own. You're gonna have to face it, you're addicted to love.
Welcome back to the channel, Beyond Tyred. This is sort of just a bits and pieces, bits and bobs episode. I just stuck everything together. Whatever happened, it was a bit of a mess, but it lasts about an hour, and there's a bit of a review of the Tracer 7 GT at the end of it, if you want to stick around for that. Anyway, enjoy.
See that price there, $179. I don't think it's actually $179, because when it was $179, I could fill this up for whatever it was, €15. Especially if I had 2 bars already on it, it wouldn't even be 15, you know. And I had 2 bars on it the other day, and I went to fill it up, and it was still €18 or something. So I don't think it's $179. I think it's like $185 or $186 or something. I think they're just putting that price there, you know. And they have some jiggery pokery going on in the pumps, where it doesn't come up as accurate or something, you know. I don't know how it works, but because it shows you price per litre and it shows you how many litres you're getting, but I don't know. I know this tank isn't, the reading on this tank isn't always accurate, so it could be that, but I don't know. Woo. Scratches an itch. I think I left this morning at about 9:30, 10:30, 11 or 12. That's only 3 hours or 3.5 hours today. Not a huge adventure or chore, but look at that, isn't that beautiful? Look, all the flowers. I think it's rapeseed or something, is it? Rapeseed oil or something like that. Looks cool though. It's not just for it to have pretty fields, unfortunately. It's to make money. I'm making money. I'm sure it's good for the bees though. Or they probably spray it with stuff so they don't get at it either, I don't know. Did it rain here? I guess it did. Looks in this spot. odd, isn't it? We're in here for a second. Showers, I guess. What is this called anyway? Just Glendalough Cafe, okay. Because this is the same bikes that were here 5 or 10 minutes ago. Or is it the same, or is it more? I'm not sure. It's pretty much the same. Another day done. Another one bites the dust. At least I got out. It's always a good day if you get out for a ride. And yet another thing I'm doing, which is called East Coast Weekday Rideouts, and we already had one guy last week, but he's gone off today, and there's another guy today, came all the way out from Maynooth, so thanks very much. This is Gene, and we're just heading out for a ride out here on East Coast Weekday Rideouts and see how that goes. Maybe next time we'll go over to Maynooth. We've actually managed to hook up the comm systems as well, so we're able to hear each other. So I'll just record a little bit of this and then we'll head off out. Oh my god, I don't know what's happening there. That looks strange. I'll just hop on it just in case. I'll just turn this off and then turn it back on again. Just in case. That looks a bit strange. Oh, it looks like a flat battery. Oh dear. It's never happened before. Getting it on camera, I don't know. Oh, I'll see. I'll just give it a go. No. Is he? Dean was just saying there's a wolf behind him. Wow. Look at that. Hello, lovely dogs. Hello. Hello, how are you? Oh boy. This is what's happening inside here. Don't know. Thinking of just yanking that off. This thing never really worked, does it? Just thinking of just yanking that yellow, because I noticed the yellow cable was one of the things, because that's where I was finding it. Wonder if I just shut it off for 5 minutes. Home start. Is that on it for a motorbike, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so run with it, yeah? It's trying, wasn't it? Fucking hell, the thing will run off without me. If there's a hill, I think it might be possible. Alright, are you ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pop. Yeah! Woo! Well done, James. Perfect. Excellent. Nice, man. Oh, yeah! Oh, I'm gonna keep it running forever. I'm not gonna stop it now. Okay, no problem. Yeah, you can go into jack lights there, should be fine. Yeah, they'll be fine. Okay, there we go. We've had a great day out with Gene here. Got my bike started after all that, as you've seen. And we've gone around, we've done Ballina-Clash, and now just up to Wicklow Gap. And he's going to head off home now. I'm going to go a little bit away with him and then I'll peel off back home myself. So good day, yeah?
Yeah, so.
Happy day. Cheers, man. Driving a nice Honda 500 ZX or something. Take care. Bye bye. But yeah, that's East Coast rideouts, East Coast weekday rideouts. Kind of think I might pick a different day and a different place every week or something like that. I don't know. I might just pull over and look at it. It just feels a bit. I hope I didn't get a puncture or something. It looks alright. Just gonna have a quick look. Make sure it's not going down or slow puncture or something like that. It's a lovely day anyway, 17 degrees today. Look at that. And I have loads of thermals on. It seems to be fine. Okay, so we're just here on another ride out. It's the 24th of April, and another guy from Maynooth. He's been riding for years, 40 years or something, I think, and he's been all over the place. Lovely bike there. And we're here at Jack White's again. Gonna head out. There he is, Paul. Nice one. And yeah, you can, if you feel spirited, feel free to take over me or whatever you want to do.
Sound.
All right, so I'll give it a shot.
You had problems with the bike last week starting up or something?
Yeah, what happened was I just had a coffee. Oh, I better open this. Just in case. Protein shake. I think that would make sense, but it wouldn't really. Hey, start, thanks. Oh, we got a Suzuki now. Look at that. Lovely. Felt like I was going to slow dance with the guy in there with that music. Okay, so if you find it hard to reach your chain because it's way down on the floor, I got this thing from Amazon, which is a Vevor motorcycle jack, ATV jack lift, and quite easy to assemble. There's a YouTube that you can watch to put it together.
and it comes with these ratchets to just keep things steady. It seems to work here. I was kind of half afraid to put it right under, but I think I have a fairly balanced there, and it seems to be holding. It has the capacity of that much there. Alright, so it can hold quite a bit. Here's just the other side of it here. I don't know how much of that you can see, but the ratchet straps, I just saw on YouTube, what you should remember is to go under and through for them, and it seems to be holding them pretty tight there. It's kind of resting on the exhaust a little bit on this side, if you can see, but I think that's kind of okay. Hopefully it's not squashing it or anything. And, incidentally, I used to have my my tax disc just here, and I think there was some very honorable thief, or at least a motorcycle thief, who put everything back for me. He put it all back. He took the tax disc, but he put it all back. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm on the system for tax anyway. He just probably wanted the disc for whatever reason, to pretend he has tax, I suppose. But that's a very nice thief. He put everything back. Anyway, yeah, I have to fill out some form to get another disc, but I don't think it matters once it shows that you have tax on the reg or something anyway. I don't know. Don't know why he wanted it. Maybe they can sell them or something. On it, it's basically, there's not much of it left actually, so I have to buy more. But I've already covered it all. But I don't know if the camera's picking it up there. But basically just do that, and then this. Alright. I just let the brush do the work there. Get a good clean in, and then once I get all the gummy bits off, so it's not so gummed up, then we'll just get a rag at it for a lube it. And I think after you lube it, you're supposed to let it dry again. Another thing that I'm using here is Auto Polar Blast. It's like a supposed to be a snow foam, but I'm only using this. I think these are supposed to be for the garden or something. I think I got it in Lidl. It's not the best one to use. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's terrible. It's not giving any snow at all. After just cleaning the chain, I'm probably going to get the chain all wet now. I'll try not to. I just want to do this wheel. Anyway. Oh look, a Dunlop one. An actual Dunlop. It's definitely more fun than cleaning dishes anyway. I don't know why that is, because it's almost the same, isn't it? Always cleaning it off, always doing this. I think this is the gayest thing I own. Right, that brush just wasn't doing it, and I don't know if it's safe to recommend this or not. You might scratch your paint, so don't listen to me, but the Brillo pad is working wonders for me. Yeah, on second thoughts, do not use the wire brush, because I don't know if you can see that. I think it is starting to take the paint off. Other things I have in my top box are a quick puncture repair thing, and then of course a pumper upper. So I got one from Lidl once and it was absolutely terrible. The battery only didn't even last for one pump of a tyre, and so I got the next best thing I could find here. I have it in the bag here, which is the Xiaomi. I think they're a good brand, you know, Xiaomi, and there you go, it's all ready to go. The other two things I'll have in my drop box: the AstroAI jump starter. I was in trouble there the other week, so I'll have that, and it's pretty much got a bit of charge in it anyway. And the Oxford biker toolkit. So just in here in AMI in Gory here, and these are the bikes that they have at the moment. Some lovely Africa twins here, 3 Africa twins, 13,000, 17,000, 15,000.
2022, 25 and a 2020 model. Beautiful bikes, them. There we go, welcome back to the channel, or back to this clip or something. Just at Arklow here, and heading down to Gorey. Spent the past day or so trying to clean the bike, as you've probably seen already on the Vevor. The Vevor, you know, cleaning the chain and everything. And a Vevor motorcycle lift or jack or whatever. And yeah, I'm so glad I got that, but I've just seen how hard it is to get into all the nooks and crannies. I think I need like a proper brush, and obviously I made that mistake with the Brillo pad or the wire brush. I think you possibly can use it, you just need to, if you are using it, use it extremely lightly, obviously. But again, I don't think it's recommended. I shouldn't have done it really, but anyway. But I tell you, I did get rid of that kind of tar build-up really nicely, because the other brush just wasn't doing it. But anyway, live and learn, as I said. It's the morning, and just thought I'd get a bit of a better view of the dashboard here. Hopefully that's kind of working out a bit. I don't know, you can see that. I don't know what angle you're getting there, but you should get a better idea of the revs and stuff there. Obviously, yeah, I'll go as fast as the cars, how's that? So blame the cars for going fast, not me. I don't know if you can hear the wind there in the helmet, it's fairly windy. This particular aftermarket windshield I got is not as good as the Yamaha one for wind protection. I think they did the aerodynamics wrong on it. They obviously just tried to copy it. I don't know what way they did it, but it's not as good. But the reason I got it was just because of all the scuff marks. I didn't know how to get them out, but I think there's a certain oil you can use. You kind of have to learn about detailing, which is not just washing your bike, it's all different types of, you know, oils and waxes and stuff. It's a bit like men trying to learn how to wash their face, you know. Women have all this gear, and I haven't a clue what half of it is. And like, I know there's like metrosexual men out there that do that kind of stuff, but I just don't know what to be asking for, or what to be looking for. I'd like to take better care of my face, just like I'd like to take better care of my bike, but I have no idea what to use. Big truck behind me there, indicating on. We're okay. So yeah, like to get out particular kind of tiny little scratches and stuff, I don't know what to be looking for, you know. Some certain oil or something, I don't know. There is a guy going around, a mobile detailer. I saw him on TikTok. I think I took a screenshot of him once or something. And probably just does it as an mixer, like cash only or whatever. I don't think he's official necessarily, but I'm sure he charges a few quid, because it's not bloody easy to do that kind of stuff. You have to get all the right, as I said, oils or detergents or whatever, brushes and things. But maybe if I got him out, then at least I could watch how he does it and maybe learn a few things and what he uses, and think of it as a kind of a lesson, you know. Because he's mobile, he comes out to you, which I'm sure you pay a premium for as well, you know. But if I do get him, I'll let you know the details, if he's okay with me sharing them. The next thing we're doing is we're I'm going out to Maynooth this week, this Friday, for the East Coast weekday ride-outs, because two other people, as I might have already said, have come down to me from Maynooth, so it would be a good idea. The problem is, it might rain on Friday. I think there's a bit of a chance. I know it's going to rain on the Thursday. That's what's in the forecast, so hopefully it sticks to Thursday, so that's the thing. I was meant to get a little bit windy from this evening onwards, so that's why I kind of decided to get out this morning, just to kind of make use of the dry weather here, although it's morning, so it's cold enough, so I stuck on the winter gloves. I have the summer gloves in the top box just in case I could switch over. But that's it. Other than going down here, this place is not going to be open yet. I must figure out how to change the time on this, because that's not the right time. It's about an hour later. And but the Gory motorcycle shop won't be open, I don't think, yet. Or maybe they will, I don't know. But there's also a house down here that I was looking at. Not really seriously, but just kind of like a what if kind of situation. It's just I really like the huge garage it has. Like if I was to get another motorbike, which ideally I think that's what most people would like, is two motorbikes, one sport and one tour or adventure, whatever you're into. And this house down here, the garage, would definitely accommodate that. And I just like that idea. So it's kind of like just a what if scenario, and I've already looked at it, but I came down last time, I came down in the car, and I just wonder, and the energy of the place, although I like the house and I like the location, it's only 10 minutes from Gory. The only thing is the energy of the place. Now I don't know if you're, I don't know what you'd call, maybe a spiritual person or a, oh, why is my indicator now going fast? That's a new thing. Never went that fast before. That suggests something is maybe shorting or something. And that one is going slow. See that? Hey, he's over the line. Try that again now. That one's going and this one goes What's up with that? Something about the fuse, maybe. I think that might indicate that one of the indicators bulb might have blown or something. I'll have to check the indicators. Yeah, also I've these missing screws on my back mudguard. Is that what it's called? I think it's called a mudguard. And I don't know where to get them. Like, can I just take one of them off and say, here, have you got any of these screws? And then, I don't know. There's a speed camera up here. I don't know why it doesn't say it on Waze. Or maybe it does, I don't know. I think you have to be below 100. Anyway, I have no front, motorbikes have no front reg anyway, so I don't know how it would, even if it did take a photograph, it wouldn't get the reg, because it's only a front facing camera. See it there, the yellow thing? I don't know if you can see. I'm under 100 anyway, just about. Here it is. See, it's only front facing, I think. Yeah, it doesn't have a back. So even if I was going over the limit, we'd just get a picture of me on a bike with no information. You know? So, I don't know. Make of that what you will, if you're coming into Gory. Oh, I'm sure they have Waze, you know. Oh, Waze. No, but Yeah, Waze didn't show it up actually. I don't know why. Usually it would say, wouldn't it? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this house, I think it's only in the 200s, right? But it'll probably go for more than that. I think it's 250 or something, but I'll probably go for more than that, you know, the way these things creep up. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's gone fairly snappy because it's only 10 minutes from Gorey. So, but anyway, it's just kind of a what if, you know the way you look around. I don't know. You have these notions, I suppose. I love that it has its own entrance, and I love that it has a big garage. And the only thing, and I'm sorry this is not exactly motorcycle content, well it kind of is, because it's a house with a garage for motorcycles. And I'm just gone obsessed with motorcycles. I'm not even learning that much about them. I'm just well, I'm just looking at all the different types, you know. I get kind of hooked on one particular type. Like, I was looking at the S1000 RR for you know, days there, and I just keep going through YouTube videos with that on it. But then, I don't know if it's just the M version or the thing. When I see that thing in real life, it looks like a kind of a toy bike. Like, it's so small in real life when you see it. And like, that wouldn't suit me at all. Maybe as a track day bike, you know, stick it on a trailer in a van and then bring it to Mondello. You know, that's something I'd like to do at some stage. Good thing I had a coffee because I'm waffling out of it, you know. Which is, hopefully I'm making content. That's the idea, you see. Have a coffee and waffle. Make it into content. Because I don't know what it is. It's after the freshness of the bike thing, you know. After the whole getting into the whole bike thing in the first scenario, it's all fresh and it's kind of seems to be easier to get content. I don't know. It's something about the energy of your own trajectory or something, right? It seems to me that it's easier to get content when things are sort of what's the word? A bit new. I know there's a better word for that, which I'm trying to think of. It's just not coming into my head. It's on the tip of my tongue. See that indicator? Yeah, I think that means something's gone. Let me see. Can I see it in his reflection? I think my front indicator is gone. I might have got it wet when I was doing stuff. Let me test the left one maybe, and I'll see. I'll get it in somebody's reflection or something. Is it working? Can I see the left one? Ah, see, the left one is working. The right one isn't. Yeah. My front right one, I don't know if the back right one is gone, but the front right one, right indicator, the bulb is blown. I need a new bulb for my indicator. Anyway, this is Gorey. You know, sometimes I filter up here. That's a lovely Aprilia. How you doing? That's a nice bike. Don't know if you heard me. Nice Aprilia sport bike. I do want to sport. I never thought I'd look at sport bikes, you know that. And it's something I seem to be doing a lot lately because they just look beautiful. And I love the little clip-on sort of thing. Sometimes I wish this bike had kind of the clip-on ones when I'm kind of zooming around. When I get the zoomies, I don't often get the zoomies, but when I do, you know, when you want to do some spirited riding, I do feel like I like to have them sort of, you know, inward sort of clip-on handlebars or whatever you call them. And yeah, one thing I thought, you know, about the bike life or whatever, I never thought you'd have to clean it as much, and I'm just not getting into the proper nooks and crannies that I want to. It's just like, it's so funny. I'm not getting everything that I want to get. I'm going to have to learn how to do it properly. Sorry, I didn't see you there. I thought you were just hanging out. Oh, maybe he's just waiting on the bus, is he? So yeah, constantly cleaning it, you know, constantly cleaning it, constantly doing this. Just on the off chance another guy might like it. I think this is the gayest thing I own. Yeah. I like seem to be constantly cleaning or constantly want to clean it. Sometimes I don't get enough mojo together to actually go out and do it. It's a whole... It's sort of nice though. There's something nice about it. And I'm not one for cleaning. I hate it. Even the car or the dishes or anything. But I don't know what it is. It's very strange. I don't like it, but I kind of like it. It's sort of. I like the finish when it's done. I get to kind of go, oh yeah, this is coming out well. Except when I scrub the wheels of a bloody wire brush or Brillo pad. Not a good idea, by the way. So the house is down here now. The motorcycle shop is over there. Thank you. Thank you. Motorcycle shop is down there, but I don't think it is open yet, or maybe it is. Maybe it might have a bulb. What do you think? Would it have a bulb? I have no idea how to change the bulb. Let's see. Okay, the house is 10 minutes from here, right? I don't think we're going to buy it, so I don't think I'm doxing myself here by showing you my possible future house, because I don't think it's going to happen. Well, you know, it's worth dreaming, it's worth thinking about other timelines you might be on. Of course, I'd have to think of schools, my wife would have to think about our journey to work. It's a little bit more isolating than the community we're in, because it's out a little bit. As I said, it has its own entrance, which I actually like, but that's a little bit too much more isolating for our daughter, I think. I don't know, to be honest. I spend a lot of time in anyway. I don't know. And there's a lot more to do around here, so... Speed bumps. Anyway, it's 10 minutes down here. I might as well keep the camera rolling, because I've feck all content, so I might be able to put something together here. If I keep waffling something, some intelligence might pop out, or entertainment. I like this new view here with the, you know, you can see here. And I might do a little on-the-fly review here, obviously, of having the Tracer for 28,000 kilometers. No, I got it at 17-ish, 18, I don't know, around then, 18, 19, I think. So I've already put about 10,000 kilometers on, and I've recently got it service as well, which I think is just oil change or whatever. I didn't get an itemized thing of what they did. I should have asked for that, maybe. And I'm not sure if it's them or if it's me losing bloody screws off the mudguards or whatever they're doing. They're taking stuff off and then they're not putting them on again, or is it me losing things and I don't know. But I need more screws going on back there. So I like this road as well. It's a nice little, of course in the summer, you know, it's different than the winter, obviously. But I live in Wicklow and this is Wexford, so slightly different. But anyway, as I said, I could do a quick review of the Tracer 7 GT 2023 for 10,000 miles. I tell you, as an all-rounder, and even as a beginner bike, which it kind of is for me, well, 25, 30 years later, a re-beginner if you like, absolutely I recommend it. Now, the gripes are a little snatchy at the low rev, the low throttles, you know. a little, maybe snatchy is not the word, a little jerky. You know, snatchy is more to do with the chain and stuff. But slightly snatchy, jerky. Is he saying hello motorcycle, or is he saying cops ahead? I don't know. Was that a Tesla? He flashed me, right? Maybe he knows me, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, the other thing is I'd probably prefer the touring screen. I don't think I already have the touring screen. I think I have another screen, and I think the touring screen is only an inch higher or something. But what I'll do next time, I think the next thing I'll get is the actual Yamaha one, because this is just not doing the job, you know. And I might go to Yamaha themselves for that, because I don't mind talking to them about the idea of stepping up to the Tracer 9 maybe next year or something. I don't have the navigation set for this house, so I just have to remember where it is. It's somewhere around here. Oh, we have to go through, there's a small little, it's not a town, it's not a village, I don't know what it is. It's a small little estate kind of we have to go through with these maturing trees that are, it's quite a nice little area actually down here. So once we pass that, it's near there. But yeah, the Tracer, it's definitely fast enough. Like, you don't, if it's like a first bike, you know, and you're deciding, oh, like, should I get a 125, a 500, or a 600, or 650, or something like that, just go for the bloody 700. It's not quite 700, but just go for the 7, because yeah, you might be a little bit scared of it, but after 2 days, 1 day even, and I tell you, even after 1 week, you still want to be going up and getting more power. It's enough. It really is enough. Here it is, Cranford. So it's just after Cranford, this house. Now, it might be bought and sold already, I don't know. But it's just after this nice little place, the Cranford. It's a lovely little, quaint little, sleepy hollow with all these nice little crans here. That's Irish for tree, isn't it? Cran, I think. Anyway, so yeah, I think even as a first bike, or even as a step down from, you know, if you're having the higher bikes, now I kind of want to step up, so we'll see how that goes. I don't know, obviously you need more money and all the rest of it, more insurance and all that kind of thing. Now I think it's one of these, I think it might be this one here. If it's not this one, oh, it's not this one. No, it's not this one. Whoops, it's the next one. Let's make sure nothing's coming. I've got a dribbly nose here, 1 second. Oh, just slightly. Anyway, so as I was saying, yeah, for that kind of thing, it's just not so smooth at the lower, you know, going off in first, kind of, you know. But that's because it's a sport tourer, right? It's kind of meant to be like a go machine, you know. It's very comfortable. Now in the beginning, I wasn't sure if it was that comfortable. I even got a seat, kind of extra spongy seat thing. But after a while I just took that off and went with the normal one. I've done like 10-hour, 12-hour rides of this, no problem. Now there is times where you do get the square bum syndrome, or whatever it's called. You kind of get a numb bum for after maybe an hour or two. It's one of these turns in here somewhere. Oh, here it is down here. I can see the for sale sign. And yeah, you can get that, but I think once you're fairly engaged with the road, or you're on a nice road, it doesn't matter. Like, you definitely probably would get it on a motorway, you know, for if you're doing long stretches on just a straight road. But otherwise, not too bad. So this is the house I'm looking at down here. Not very seriously on my, but I do kind of like it. And it's not sold yet by the looks of it. But yeah, it has a big garage. See, it has its own driveway, which I love that. I love private entrances. And a kind of a big front garden, and it looks bigger on camera. It's actually not as big as it looks on camera. But you know, I'd love to have a little electric fence here and everything, you know, it'd be great. It has, you can't see it, but it has a big garage behind it, which is even more secure, you know. And it's almost half the size of the house, I'd say, or something like that, you know. It's a big one, like you definitely have like 5 or 6 bikes in there, you know. Maybe I'll go a little bit further down to Carnew or something and see. Just for a little, just see what's further down here for a minute or two, and then I'll turn back to Gorey. Anyway, so I'll finish my review of the Tracer if I can. Yeah, since it's a fairly new bike, you know, and it was already broken in and stuff when I had it, which is kind of ideal, you know. You didn't have to break it in or anything. A few things are rusted. I put new bar ends on. Obviously I got this aftermarket screen. This thing I blew the power thing for, so I can actually get a new power thing for that, so I could probably just get it working again, which I'm thinking about. It's not that much. And don't know why I haven't done it yet, but anyway. So apart from that, there's not a lot to think about. There's not really any settings. There's no, like, yeah, you can manually adjust some of the suspension things, but I don't even know what that does, to be honest with you. I suppose if you're really heavy set, and I am pretty heavy set, like if it was bouncing and then hitting the thing too much, then you'd probably need to loosen it or whatever. Alright, I've seen enough. There's not a hell of a lot down here. Some nice houses though. Figure that out. But that has nothing to do with the mechanics of the bike. Let me see, what else should you say for a review? The fuel, it could be better with the fuel economy. Like, I can flick this thing here. There's not a lot of options on this flicking thing. The average fuel, it says 4 litres per 100 kilometers. So I don't know, you'll have to do the conversion for that to whatever you want, miles per gallon or anything. I don't think it's great, and personally I also think well, you see, it depends how spirited you're riding and all the rest of it. And since I go out and kind of runs and stuff like that, I suppose I do be quite heavy on the fuel. It's probably not as heavy as some other bikes on the fuel, but it's probably not as light as others like Hondas or something as well, so kind of in the middle with the fuel. For insurance and that, if you go with principal insurance, if you're in Ireland, I think most people do. I think it's one of the only ones really. You can get the, if you're over 40 like I am, which it probably helps, and you can get the sort of part-time one, you know, just say that you take it out, so insure it for only so many miles or whatever, and you can get it a bit cheaper then as well, and so the age helps with that. What else? There hasn't been much going wrong with it now, apart from that indicator. So, and I think for getting parts and stuff, it'd be easy. There's really not much technical, as I said, on it. There's not much, like, there's no settings you can change. There's no like sport thing or anything. Not in the 2033 model anyway. There's no sport mode, road mode, or rain mode, or anything like that. There's no modes. So it's really just you start it up and you go. You know, there's nothing to configure really. As I said, I think you can manually change the back suspension or something. So, but that's about it. Yeah, I ran out of battery once, but that's because my quad lock power thing was connected to the phone while I had the key turned on. So that was my fault. This screen drops down sometimes and it's a bit wobbly. It makes a bit of a noise, maybe because it's aftermarket, but also even the original one even when I lifted it up, tend to like drop down after a while anyway. So this mechanism is not fantastic, you know. But I mean, it kind of does the job. Really, it's just for when you get on the highway, more or less, or the motorway, you just lift it up for a bit more because you're going faster, for a bit more cover. And as I said, the Yamaha original one is much better than this aftermarket one. What else do you need to know? The brakes, I've nothing really to compare it to, but I guess they could be a little more sporty for when you're doing the sporty stuff, because if you're going hard, they're slightly too spongy, you know. They're more road brakes than sport brakes. And as a sport tourer, if you're doing the sporty stuff, you might want to upgrade to some sportiness brakes. I don't know if that's your thing. That's my opinion. I've nothing to compare that to really, but I reckon that's what I reckon. It tells you when you're going economically. Anyway, they're eco. There's the quick shifter, it says when it has the quick shifter on, CQS, which I do have it installed, but on the 2023 model it's only for upshifts, not downshifts, which I was slightly disappointed by because I didn't know that, but you know, let the buyer beware. I should have known that. That was my fault again. And heated grips I think come as standard. I don't know, I don't think these were retrofitted or anything. On the GT model, I think these are Yamaha, what did I say, OME or OE, whatever it is, original manufacturing, OEM. But apparently the Oxford ones are supposed to be better. I've been told by multiple people the Oxford ones are better, so I presume they must be. But these are just fine. Although one of them broke once, but they fixed it under the warranty, Megabike, so that was good. Nice of them. The tyres, I believe these are newer tyres possibly that are on this, so they must have changed it. That's what they said anyway. Sometimes I don't know. And I met the previous owner who told me, and again I don't know if it's true, that he changed it to a new chain and sprocket. Now I don't know if that's true. I did recently got a second opinion on the chain to see if I needed to change it, because it felt quite snatchy after cleaning and lubing it last time, but the guy said no, it's fine for a while, and it is an OEM chain on it. It's a Yamaha, so I kind of not sure I believe him, because if you were to change it to a new chain and sprocket, most people don't go with an OEM, they change it to another one, you know. So I don't know, but maybe he did, I don't know, but he said it's fine anyway for another while, so maybe he did. You just don't know sometimes, you know, why people say things or whatever. But anyway, it seems to be fine, so that's good. Some things tend to rust a bit, like maybe use that ACF 50 or whatever it's called, you know. I do have something similar like that, like a knockoff version of it, but again, I don't really know how to use these things, you know. I need to get lessons or something on how to detail a bike or wash a bike. That guy, really good TV, Dave, he does a little bit of an explanation how to wash a bike on his channel. But again, I kind of need to be more hands-on. I need to be beside someone to see exactly how they do it on my bike or something, you know. Excuse me. Yapping here, my throat's getting dry. But yeah, a few things do rust here and there, even some of the screws and that kind of thing. But again, I think if you take care of it better, probably wouldn't happen as much. I don't know. And I am beside the sea as well, so I'm sure that doesn't help with the salt and all that. The USB thing didn't really work for me once, and I think I just blew the fuse, and I don't think I changed it then after that. So these little 12 volt things and USB things, they're nice like additions, but they're a bit gimmicky because I don't think they work that well. Or maybe because I only plugged in a tyre pumper upper thing, you know. But again, the battery's small and I don't think it can handle like certain things. It's only for maybe charging your phone and stuff like that, maybe, you know. But I just ended up getting the quad lock thing anyway. So unless I get a fair bit of money, there's no real point in me moving up, you know. It's very good. Now I do want more power, but I think that's very common for most people, you know, after a while. But there's just enough in it to keep me happy, you know. Just enough. I think you know how it is when you get a bike. You know, I think you know what I'm talking about there. You just want the extra horsepower after a while, and it happens relatively quick, really. There's my front indicator. There's no point in putting it on because it's not working, but anyway, let me just test. Where's the indicator? The right one's not working, right? The back one is working, yeah, it's going, but it's going fast. You see? Do you just clip them off or something? Is that what you do? But the front one, none. Where is it anyway? Where is the front indicator? Well, on the left one and then we'll know. Oh, there they are, yeah. Yeah, so front one not working. Left one, no problem. And the left back one working as well. So the front one gone. Good to know, good to know. Jackets, looks the all-in-one Scott suits there. Well, they're not all-in-one, but separate. Gold Honda there. Me, hello. Got my chain cleaner. He's saying that if I take the bulb in to him, he'll be able to see if he has a replacement for it. So I have to figure out how to get the bulb out first. Oh shit, I think I did just damage it. Oh dear. What do I say? How to take off, how to replace indicator bulb, Yamaha Tracer.
Alright, well I think we're going to leave it there. Just to let you know, I did order the part. You actually have to order the whole part all in one all together, and it cost about €60 post and packaging the whole thing. And there's a couple of different places to get it online. I got it from some Yamaha parts thing. And yeah, you have to replace the whole unit. You can't just change a bulb or an LED or anything. €60. And I found out also that screen, the original Yamaha screen, is also about €300 or €400 as well. So all the replacement parts are expensive enough. So I can imagine what a BMW might be if that's what the Yamaha parts are. So yeah, it's not fun replacing parts, and it's not cheap to own a motorbike. So, but there we go. Yeah, I think we'll leave it like that. As I said, it was all kind of bits and pieces, but that's it for this vlog episode, whatever. And I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.